I much prefer the quilted version of these. Good morning everyone, how are you? How are we? Welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. If you're new here, I'm Victoria and I run 2 online Etsy shops from this studio here, and I film as much as I can, bring you along with me. On one side is Scrunchies and Bows, where I thrift material such as duvet covers, bed sheets, pillowcases, dressing gowns, PJs, bring them home, give them a good wash and turn them into beautiful hair accessories such as scrunchies, bows, headbands and clips. And on the other side, everything's handmade by myself, is my little witchy shop, Kack-A-Ling Sisters. And everything witchy you'll find on there, such as spells, witches' runes, pendulums, tarot pouches, astrology prints, all things witchy you'll find on there. I recommend having a look, it's like a curiosity shop. Imagine if you was walking down an old high street in England and the cobblestones and then like seeing out Harry Potter I guess, and then you see this bay window peeking out from the shops and you open the door and it goes king king, ching ching, ding ding, a bell on the door, and you go in, it smells of incense, and then you could just find everything you need, and then there's someone there who can tailor those things that you need as well. That's what it's like. So on a few vlogs back you would have seen that I made some hand warmers, and I made it and then I come away. I left off saying I didn't want to add in a label because I feel like I would play with it, and then I thought to myself, well, it's not necessarily a bad thing to play with it. And my husband was saying, Victoria, it's about making sure people know like that you made it and you're good. So then I was like, okay, I also want to do it differently. So I did them quilted and popped a label on, and actual fact I prefer these to these. So what I'll do is I'll put the old version there up and then the new version, and you can have a little look and see which ones you prefer. But these ones have the label on and they have a bit more in it. They're a bit more sturdier. Yeah, I just prefer these ones. So what I did do off camera, was just got some more scraps, some more of my scraps out of my scrap bin and cut some more squares. I did some more designs and quilted them and got them ready. They're empty. But what I will do today is bring you along. I'm going to quilt up some more. I would like to make quite a few of these to just have them on hand. The little stash things, because for my they're going to be on the shop as well, but if you're new here you won't know, I am doing a Christmas market at the end of November and I need to make sure I've got enough stock. So I will be doing the gift bags, which is in the vlog you would have just seen. I'm going to be making doing some more gift bags which have the eye masks and the scrunchie in a beautiful bag, drawstring bag, so you can take them with you, pop them on your bedside table, pop them under your pillow, and they'll be with you. And then also hand warmers will also be part of my stall, so as well as all my Christmas scrunchies and bows. Today I'm going to crack on. I've already pre-wrote my quilted pattern. Let me have a cup of tea. I've already pre-drawn my quilted pattern on some. I spent last night just cutting some of my squares. I have a pile of squares at the ready. Some with I was doing an experiment with thicker material, if it would need the double backing. I'm not sure. I'm going to leave this to one side. And then I have some square planes as well. These are all from my scrap bin, so they're not going to waste. So I have them. So what I'm going to do is I'll take you along with me today while I make up. So there's 4 at the ready to go to be quilted, and then I need to make up some more. So we'll do that and see where we get on with that. But I also had to pop to Lidl this morning. For anyone who sews and who's in the UK, I went to Lidl this morning and I was able to pick up 2 whites and a black. They're for overlocking, but you don't need them on your overlocking sewing machine, and you can put a spindle through it and use it. 3 for £4. Can't beat it when you constantly use a black or a white. I use more white than I use black, but black's always good to have, and that's why I got the 2 whites. I don't know if it's an all over the world thing, Lidl, but here in our UK Lidl, that's the better way to say it, they currently have like overlocking thread on spools like this, big ones. Get yourself down there. Right, let's bring you in and let's, if you can see, yeah, oh, my head's in the way. Oh, actually, can I do it? Yeah, can you see that little dot there? This studio gets really dark in the winter. We back onto an allotment and there's loads of trees, and I have spotlights. I don't know if they're called spotlights, but they're all over the ceiling. There's 3 sets because down the other side is what I use for hairdressing. I know, shock state of my hair, and I'm a hairdresser, but I use it for hairdressing, and I have to have, hairdressers have to have a certain light because light reacts different with colours. So say a normal brown, but if you have it in the wrong light, it's going to look something different. So you have to have a certain light for hairdressing, and I have a lot of that down there. But the problem is with a certain light, and I think a lot of people have noticed, and I've tried to turn things down, but it does get very light, like whitey lighty. When I'm taking photos, it's also casting loads of shadows and things like that. So I need to retake a load of my product photos today. I went and I got myself a little cheapy lamp, desk lamp, because then it will help just make things a bit warmer. But also I don't like putting, if I'm in here in the evening, I don't like putting my big lights on, and I'm one of these, I'm all about light. So I don't want to shut my blinds in the evening too soon just to give myself privacy. I want to be able to get as much of that light coming in, natural light coming in. And then I don't like putting my big lights on if I'm sitting down in this part, because although my neighbours are lovely, I don't like feeling like they could just sit and look right in on me, watching me. There's nothing wrong with my neighbours. My neighbours are absolutely lovely, but still, it's not something you want to feel like you're being watched over. So I got a little lamp so that I can not have these big bright lights on when I'm working here towards the mid-evening. If I'm doing hairdressing, it's not so bad. I have to have these big lights on anyway. But towards, like, if I'm on my days off, or if I'm in the mid-evening, so that sort of space between 4 and, I don't know, say 4 and 7, if I'm in here between that time, then I don't particularly want to shut myself off and into it as we're coming into the darker seasons, because I really do need the light. I'm a very light person. I like the natural light, so heading into the darker seasons, I don't want to screw myself over even more by shutting out that light even sooner. Anyway, tangent done. Let's crack on. Let's see where we get today. So my goal today is to at least make these 4 that are ready to be quilted, at least make them, get them filled and get them sewn up and new photos taken. And then if I can get more done, that'll be fine. I would like that, but if not, it's not a stress for me. I just wanted to, before I put the post up, before I put it up on the shop, I want to be able to have some different ones for people to look at. So let's crack on with that and see how far we get. Okay, so I have these 4 at the ready. So we have 3 pieces for each one. So we have the front and what will be the back, so a matching material. And this is going to be the back of the quilted section. So it doesn't matter that it's the same, it's not the same colour, you're not going to see it. And these are all the squares that have been readied and ironed. And these were the experimental ones. Once I've figured out a colour to go coordinate with that, I will look into more of that. And these are spare backings for the quilts, unless I get more cuts and can match them. But I don't want them to go to waste. Right, let's start with the sewing. Cup of tea.
Woke up late again, same routine, no end, city noise, loud buzz, coffee spills, red bus.
de-threaded. Okay, they're de-threaded. Now we're going to sew it and get the backs on. So you want right sides together. Let's just get them all together and ready. Okay, so we're just going to take the middles off now, because the middle gap is how we get into it. Let's just de-thread. Let's de-thread.
Heavy hearts, tired minds, endless race can't unwind.
I have done it wrong on. I'm pretty sure I put them together. Alright, let's undo these. They are wrong.
City stress takes a toll. Running circles never hold.
Okay. Let's put it all out. In all fairness, you will see this bit. You won't see what's inside the other bit. I'm not sure what I was thinking when I did it. I was like, oh, they're pretty. Why can I see it? Oh, that's why. I'm not meant to be able to see it. Okay, let's just get this all off. Then there's only 2 more to fix.
City stress takes a toll. Running circles never hold. Heavy hearts, tired minds, endless race can't unwind.
Okay, so internal, and internal. Right, let's do this again and not it up. Okay, they're all the right way. Let's get them de-threaded and then flipped. Now we need to make sure we've got it as close to the edges as possible, but without too much, and take the corners off, because in taking the corners off will allow us to fold those corners. Okay. Right. Let's get them flipped, and it's going to be the hard part because I leave myself with such a small hole. But like I said before, if you are in got such a small space, just fight with it. Show it who's boss. Just fight with it and get a corner in. You just need one corner because you can pull the rest through from that one corner. This one though, I've left myself with a good amount of space. Yay! Yay! And then this one now. There we go. See how that was a tiny space, but you use the corner, push it through. It takes a bit more of a minute, like it's not quick and easy. It becomes a little easier when you've done enough of them, I guess. The thing I find the hardest with my old eyes is trying to find the bit where I open it. It's the same with the bit where I put the elastics in as well. I find that difficult. I've got glasses, I should wear them. Right, they're pushed through, they're done, we've just got to get them poked through now. Okay, so I'm going to try and size them. They're all roughly the same size anyhow. well, I like to keep them in size like closest to each other. So they are now done. So I'm going to fill them. So we're going to fill them and then we're going to get them sewn up. And we're just going to remove excess of some of this oil. We just don't want the excess on there and leaking into, like, staining the material. I would highly recommend, if you're doing this, to maybe a week before put your lavender essential oil onto your rice and let it sit. In the dryer container and see how far this gets us. It probably won't get us that far. I just grabbed some more, so I'm just gonna give it another little once over with a drier piece. The goal isn't to wipe off the oil, but we also don't want the excess oil to stain the back of them.
In your eyes, I find my peace, a love so sweet. It won't decrease in every smile. I see my home with you, I never feel alone. Hand in hand, we'll chase the stars. A love, a melody played on guitar.
Have them here. So now we just need to pop the labels in. Oh, it's such a, I don't know if you can see, it's raining. Or here. Right, labels in. Oh. Right, let's get the labels in and then catch up again. 10 minutes. One more to go. 5 pairs done and made. Okay, they are de-threaded. Time for a quick cup of tea break and then we'll take product photos. Okay, they're done. Let's catch up. Okay, so we did that. We cracked on with that. I did product photos. I tried to film it. I don't know how much you'll see. And here are some of the pictures here. I much prefer the quilted version of these. I just feel they're a bit more, they feel a bit more luxury too, and I think I would just prefer these ones to, yeah, the singular ones. Yeah, I do. I'm gonna do some, I'll do some more sets because obviously They're for the shop and for the Christmas market. I have some darker colours that I want to do as well for the males or people who prefer a darker format. So there'll be some darker ones too. They'll be up on the shop. Yeah, they should be up on the shop by the time you're watching this. And yeah, definitely drop me a comment and let me know what you think. I do much prefer the quilted version. They do feel a bit more luxury. So all that's left to do, sorry, I'm like trying to stick them all in. All that's left to do is bid you farewell. Take care of yourself, take care of others. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you again real soon.
Woke up late again, same routine, no end, city noise, loud buzz, coffee spills, red bus.